Hello everyone and welcome back. Oliver here, back in the garage. We are again here with our little our 212cc motorcycle with a lawnmower transmission. And if you guys recall, we just got the transmission all lined up with the rear sprocket. We got the torque converter all set up with a new shaft, I suppose. And now we were just kind of working on mounting the engine and getting another chain lined up from the transmission to the engine. So I was looking through my junk drawer, and for the life of me, I could not find a sprocket that would fit a 5/8 inch shaft, which I need for this guy right here. And unfortunately, the only other machine that I have that has that is this one right here. It's our little shifter motorized bike. So I suppose let me just start out by taking that sprocket off. Alright, let's see if she fits on there. Perfect. I'm gonna have to make a little spacer here though. So I think I'm gonna change a couple things here real quick. I was gonna use the original motor mount, but I think instead I'm gonna use this guy right here. This is an old lawn edger, and it has these nice little mounts right here, and I think that'll work real well with my setup. Because I'm gonna have this little piece of angle iron right here. I'm gonna weld it like so, and it fits perfectly right here, making a nice flat surface, and then I can have the motor mounts coming off of here. So I'm gonna do that and see how that looks. So I'm just going and putting on our motor mounts, just bolting them on so that it's just easier to weld onto the frame. So I'm gonna make sure these are all nice and tight so that they don't move around when I'm trying to put them on the bike. And then I'll place it, align the chain, and then weld it on there. Alright, so I got the engine just barely tacked on there, this piece right here. That's just kind of welded vaguely to the transmission mount. And then I got it all shimmed up on the other side here to what I believe is pretty much even, or level, I should say. Anyways, now is a perfect time to find a chain of the right length and see if I can line it up, and then we could put the engine all the way in. Yeah, guys. Oh yeah. So about 30 minutes of a good messing around with this thing, I think we finally got a lined up chain, and this engine is just barely holding on. So I'm gonna find some ways to make it nice and permanent. So I'll be right back. But yeah, look at that thing, guys. I'm happy with it. Call that the leg splitter 2000, the leg cutter 2000, the leg chipper 2000. Alright, so I got a few supports on there. As you can see, I kind of used the last of my square stock that I had and bent it a little bit so it'd look a little bit more natural. And I tried to get the other side the same way, and then I welded these guys down here. Yeah, the engine's nice and sturdy on there now. It's not going anywhere. So I'm still gonna go ahead and make some sort of support from here to here somehow, and then maybe from here as well, all the way up to here, and then same on the other side going back down, because we're missing a support that goes from here down to the end of the frame. This basically, all this right here, that's all just one piece that isn't connected anywhere else. I'm thinking of using some of the edger, maybe like those bends right there. Maybe I can make something out of that, but we'll see. Alright guys, so I went ahead and did my last two supports here. This is for where the seat goes. I put in one last support for our transmission, and I personally think it's kind of ready to ride. Maybe not ride, because everything's just kind of tacked on there, but I can at least turn it on and then go through maybe the gears or something. So let's try something out here. Well guys, I ran it for a little bit and something snagged or something, and I don't think my chain tensioner was really up for the job here. It was severely bent. I think I'm gonna make it out of a little bit thicker material there. Other than that, everything mechanically worked just fine. This chain worked perfectly good back there. Nothing fell or no crunching. I'm not sure, I think this might have moved laterally. So I think that might have moved on me a little bit, and that's why the chain fell off. It's hard to say how fast it's gonna go. I putted around like really briefly. I don't know, I think I might need to change some gearing. And luckily, since I did this, I can easily swap out this sprocket for any assortment of sprockets. So, all right, so I got my bigger chain tensioner all set up. It's at a like 1/4 inch or something like that. And something I kind of just like to do is wrap this in electrical tape so that it's just a little bit quieter. This one already was wrapped, but I'm just going to do it again. Yeah, it just makes the chain quieter when it's spinning real fast. There you go. That should do. I'm going to go ahead and put that on the bike and be right back. So here's the new chain tensioner. Nice and sturdy now. So that should do the trick, I think. Alright, so I just took it on another ride. Didn't film it, but it's hard to film when you're just testing something out. So that tensioner works a lot better. I don't think I'll have to mess with the gear ratio. We'll see. I still have to really drive it and go through all the gears before I really think about that. But while we're on the topic of gears, I was just thinking this guy right here would make an excellent gear shifter. It's a thing that came off the lawn edger, so we could definitely utilize that somehow. Might have to cut some of these teeth out, but I think that could possibly be some sort of shifting mechanism. But I think I'll work on that shifter in the next video. I'll probably also work on the exhaust so I can properly ride it. And I'm really wanting to use this. I know it has like a hole and stuff in it, but it'd be cool to repair it and kind of make it look like an old, I don't know, some sort of old machine. So we'll use that for our exhaust. I need to do the shifter and then just finalize all the welds that I've already done, and we should be good to go. So here are the comments that I liked from the last few videos or two. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see y'all later.